really didn't want to make this video. I waited a long time for this. I put this off for way too long. I'm gonna have to get these wisdom teeth pulled, y'all. It's a must. I have to. I'm over here in so much pain. Yeah. I'm not happy about this at all. I'm gonna have to get my wisdom teeth pulled. And this is something I tried to put off for a while. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. So, video I posted yesterday, I basically was telling y'all about how my jaw just started hurting. Now, and forgive me while I do this video, because boy, man, look, I can't even really like articulate myself the way I want to. Hell, use my face the way I want to, man. And it's not it's not really the first time this has happened. I kind of get pain in my jaw or my wisdom teeth area a couple times a year. Let me tell you, those couple times a year are hell. They're hell, man. Just like right now is. And at this point, shit, starting to affect my throat, you know? Pause on this whole video, man. Pause on this whole video. But this happens every couple of times a year. I've noticed this particular pain that I'm feeling. I think I had it like some months ago. And I woke up wondering like, damn, dude, the side of my face is sore. So what I do, like any average person of the internet age, I go online. I begin to start talking with Google, talking with Microsoft. Explaining to it what's going on, what happened, how did I realize what was going on with me, you know, the whole nine. And so I was reading a couple of different articles, and you know, they were talking about jaw clenching, like in your sleep. And to be honest with you, I never even considered the fact that I could be a jaw clencher, if I'm being real. Jaw clenching, also known as bruxism, is the involuntary or conscious tightening of the jaw muscles, often triggered by stress, anxiety, sleep disorders, or certain medications. You know, that's just the overview there. So something about low magnesium, vitamin D, and calcium can heighten neuromuscular excitability, making clenching more likely. But on top of that, I actually feel direct pain from both sides of my wisdom teeth erupting. Learned that today. Like you can tell, like if I was able to like open my mouth and show you, you can see on both sides they're just trying to like force their way through. Definitely not enough room for that. And yeah, man, I usually just power through it, tough it out. I know it'll usually pass, the pain that is. But I've just always been like putting off the idea of having these things pulled. I don't think I have an option now. So I was curious. I was like, wow, since this is going on, let me figure out, gain a little bit better understanding of wisdom teeth. Since it's such a pain in my jaw, it's never fun. I think tooth pain is almost just, if not worse, than foot pain. So I got this video for y'all. Let's learn something. Why not? Why wisdom teeth exist and why we remove them. Seems pretty credible. History of simple things. 1.1 million subscribers. I'm sure we can gain something from it. So let's see.
Wisdom teeth. Just the name alone sounds impressive. Like these teeth are supposed to unlock some ancient knowledge or mark a major milestone in life. In reality, for most people, wisdom teeth are associated with pain, swelling, ice packs, and a dentist explaining why they need to come out. So where did this lofty name even come from? Why are they called wisdom teeth? And what made people connect dental discomfort with maturity and insight? To answer that, we have to go back long before dental clinics, x-rays, and anesthesia, back to a time when growing extra teeth.
Yo, you see that red inflamed area? Like right here? You can't see my mouse, but right where it's covering the molar. It hurts. It's like swollen. Oh man.
Teeth actually made sense. Right here on History of Simple Things.
Yo, quick shout out. I've actually never watched this channel before, so quick shout out to them. Might get a subscribe and see what else they got. But yeah, let's get into it.
Wisdom teeth are the third and final set of molars to develop, usually appearing sometime between the late teenage years and the mid-20s. Unlike your other teeth, which show up in childhood when life is mostly about learning how to tie your shoes and not eat crayons, wisdom teeth arrive during early adulthood. Historically, this stage of life was seen as the transition into maturity, when people were expected to take on adult responsibilities, make decisions, and supposedly possess wisdom. Ancient cultures noticed this timing and made a simple association. These teeth appeared when a person was no longer a child. That alone was enough to earn them a name tied to wisdom, even if the actual experience of growing them was anything but enlightening.
Yeah, I think that was interesting to learn about. I just read a little Wikipedia entry that the origin of the name of the teeth is quite simple. You just get those teeth a little later on in life when you supposedly have wisdom, or at least more than a child. So, kind of simple explanation.
To really understand why wisdom teeth existed in the first place, we need to look at how our ancestors lived and ate. Early humans had much tougher diets than we do today. Raw vegetables, roots, nuts, uncooked grains, and meat that wasn't exactly tender. Chewing all of that required strong jaws and plenty of grinding power. As a result, human jaws used to be larger, and there was plenty of room for an extra set of molars. Wisdom teeth weren't problematic back then. They were useful tools that helped break down hard, fibrous foods. In fact, losing teeth early in life was common, so having backup molars arrive later was actually an advantage, not a curse. The name wisdom teeth comes from translation rather than anatomy. In Latin, they were called dentae sapientiae, meaning teeth of wisdom. Similar terms appear across languages. French calls them dents de sagesse, and in many cultures, the name reflects maturity rather than intelligence. The idea wasn't that these teeth made you wise, but that they showed up during a time when society expected wisdom from you. If your wisdom teeth erupted, you were no longer a child. You were old enough to work, marry.
See, there goes that word again, erupted. It feels like an eruption, dog. No joke.
Fight wars or make life-altering decisions, often all at once. Here's where things start to go wrong. Over thousands of years, human diets softened dramatically. Cooking food, using tools, and eventually processing food reduced the need for large jaws and powerful chewing muscles. As a result, human jaws gradually became smaller, but wisdom teeth didn't get the message. We're left with the same number of teeth our ancestors had, but less space to fit them. That's why wisdom teeth today often come in crooked, get stuck under the gums, or push against other teeth. What was once a helpful evolutionary feature has become a biological inconvenience.
A burden. Yes, inconvenience. It's a nice way of putting it. Pain in my arse. Man, let's get through this. My God. Like when you're in pain, you just want to go to sleep. Like any kind of pain. Emotional pain, physical pain. You just want to go to sleep. That's all I want to do right now, is just go to sleep. No joke. But see, that's the thing. I don't know if I was clenching last night, because this started happening just like less than 48 hours ago, man. Less than 48 hours ago. You ever just like been fine? You've been cool. Everything's chill. No problems, no issues, no nothing. And then you go to sleep and you wake up, and the next day, something is wrong with your ass. That's how I feel about my jaw, man. A lot of times it'd be like and pause on this whole video, man. It'd be like a crook in my neck. That's really what it happens. That's what happens to be a lot of the times. Like a crook in my neck, man. Like you slept wrong, hugged the pillow a little too close. You know what I'm saying? If you lay on your side, however it might be. But I just want to go to sleep.
Because modern jaws are smaller, wisdom teeth frequently become impacted, meaning they don't fully emerge or grow in at the wrong angle. This can cause pain, infections, crowding, and even damage to nearby teeth. Dentists often recommend removing them before they cause serious problems, which is why wisdom tooth extraction has become something of a rite of passage. Ironically, the teeth associated with adulthood.
This is a rite of passage I could care less about having. Like, when it ultimately comes down to it, yeah, like, no joke. I'm a little bitch about this one. I'll be honest. It's okay. I've never had a tooth pulled. You know what I'm saying? I've never had to actually have surgery. You know? Whew. But this will be a rite of passage, I guess. Well earned. God, I'm dreading this shit. I literally am. I'm dreading it. But the recent thought process I came into was, would I rather continue to experience these bouts of like serious pain, or would I rather just have it taken care of? Hey, I think we'll go for the one-time excruciating pain versus the consistent pain over time. Yeah. Fuck this rite of passage.
often require parental involvement, time off work or school, and a temporary diet of soup and mashed potatoes.
Man, shout out to them kids that got these wisdom teeth pulled early. Man, I don't know if I've done any extra damage keeping them longer, but this is, I would say, the longest stretch or period of time I've noticed consistent like issues. And quite frankly, I'm just tired of it. I'm over it. If you haven't got your wisdom teeth pulled yet, good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, sis. I think it'll be worth it though. I'm ready to get these things gone.
Despite their bad reputation, wisdom teeth aren't universally problematic. Some people have jaws large enough to accommodate them just fine, and others never develop wisdom teeth at all. In fact, the absence of wisdom teeth is becoming more common, which suggests that human evolution may still be slowly phasing them out. For now, though, they remain a strange leftover from our past, sometimes useful, often painful, and almost always misunderstood. So why are they called wisdom teeth? Not because they make you smarter, and definitely not because they feel wise. They're named for timing, tradition, and the way ancient cultures viewed adulthood. The name stuck because it captured a moment in life when people were expected to have learned enough from the world to be considered grown. Even though modern dentistry has turned wisdom teeth into something we often remove rather than celebrate, their name remains a small linguistic fossil, an echo of how our ancestors understood age, maturity, and the human body. In the end, wisdom teeth are a perfect example of how history, biology, and language collide in unexpected ways. They're evolutionary leftovers with a name that sounds noble, even though the experience of having them is often anything but. Long ago, these late-arriving molars were genuinely useful, helping our ancestors chew tough foods at a time in life when people were considered fully grown. Over time, our diets changed, our jaws shrank, and wisdom teeth slowly lost their purpose. But the name stuck, preserving an old idea of what adulthood and maturity once meant. So when people talk about wisdom teeth today, they're really talking about a small piece of human history still living in our mouths. They don't grant wisdom, and they rarely arrive without complications, but they do tell a story about where we came from and how our bodies haven't quite caught up with modern life. In that way, wisdom teeth aren't just dental.
See, my thing is like, how are you just gonna grow out of, or how do you just evolve out of them growing like in your mouth? Like, how does that happen? Like, just because I'm not, I guess, using my wisdom teeth, everybody seems to be having them pulled. How are they just gonna evolve like out of our DNA structure? You get what I mean? Like, wouldn't you just continue? Wouldn't you just continue to pass that trait down? How does a trait evolve out of, or I guess it's the whole term. How does a trait? How does like a natural trait evolve in humans over time? Hmm. I- They say less people are growing wisdom teeth. Hmm. So we evolve based on our need. We evolve to match our environment. Very good questions to ask. But hell, you can do away with them if you ask me. I'm okay with it. But I guess it doesn't matter now, because now I gotta get these things pulled. Huh. It's alright. Yeah. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I am not too sure. There we go. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. At the end of the day, I gotta get these things pulled. I gotta get this shit out of my mouth, man. And yeah, guess it just means I'm getting old or something, but lockjaw and shit or whatever the fuck else is not the business. Cause I've had it to the point where like both sides of my mouth get swollen. It's a wrap. It's time to handle this. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed that video. Hopefully you gained something from it. If you still have your wisdom teeth, we're in this together. You're not alone. Although I wish you were alone on this one. I don't want to be in this one with you. But be it as it may, I'm in this one with you. So stay strong. Get them shits pulled, man. I don't think we can thug this one out the rest of our lives. So I think I got me some other business to take care of. Yeah. I should have did the whole video with these on. Yeah, it would have been smooth. Best of luck. I'm gonna let you guys in the next one. Don't be a victim. Love you. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Adios.